guys have started out hot. What's working right now?
I mean, we've pitched the ball at a really high level. I think that's where it starts. I think every start we've got's been really good. We've played pretty good defense overall, but pitching's just been elite so far, and I think that's given our offense a chance. That we've done some good things offensively, but maybe not as consistent as I want to be yet. But that's normal this time of year, and I think when you throw the ball the way we've thrown the ball the first 5 games, it lets your offense kind of find their rhythm a little bit and get moving. So, man, we're 5-0 to start. That's really the only thing that matters, and we'll keep growing and keep getting better.
And the pitching staff has totaled 3 shutouts so far and has an ERA of below 1. What can you say about that group?
Yeah, they work really hard, man. JJ does a great job with those guys, getting them ready, him and his crew down there. But, man, I think more than anything, they've just pounded the strike zone and attacked people. You know, they haven't gotten cute and tried to trick people. It's just been a lot of attacking, and there's good stuff down there. I mean, we ran out a guy that hadn't thrown in the first 4 games, throwing 102 last night. You know, so there's some stuff in there. And I think when you combine that with their mentality and the way they attack, it leads to good things. It puts the hitters on their heels more than them trying to get cute and pitch around people. So they've attacked, they've mixed pitches, they've limited freebies, and I think that's the recipe to be pretty successful on the mound.
And this offense has really been clicking, so what's working at the plate?
Yeah, you know, it's funny. We're scoring some runs. I still think there's a lot of work to be done on the offensive side. I still think we're in between a little bit more than I would like us to be. But what we have done is when we have hit, we've really strung them together. And that's what's allowed us to hang some crooked numbers up there. You know, I really didn't like our at-bats the first 3 innings yesterday as a whole. But in the 4th, we strung about 7 good ones together and ends up with a 7th spot. So that's the beauty of it, is when we've got it moving right, we kind of strung those together and cashed in. I would just like us to see us be a little more consistent there. You know, we talk all the time about not being in between pitches, and I felt like we were in between pitches, which is normal this time of year. You're used to seeing our guys every day. You know what they throw, when they like to throw it, and you come into a new season and there's not a whole lot of information on these arms, so it takes some time to do that. And I thought we'd been in between a little bit, but fortunately it seems like we've had TJ up in the situations we need him to do something good, and he's been really good for us. So, you know, that's covered up some of the deficiencies there. But we'll keep growing, keep getting better, and hopefully run out and have a good weekend.
And you have another weekend at home, so what has the fan support meant to this team so far?
It's been awesome. I mean, even yesterday, you know, I knew we had a huge basketball game here last night, and I know, you know, that was a packed-out game and all that, so I didn't know what that was going to look like in the student section, if they were all going to be lined up for the basketball game or what, which I would have completely understood. And, man, we still had a great crowd out there, you know, had a good crowd kind of supporting the guys, and I think that just matters. I mean, I want a team, and I've kind of been vocal about that. I want a team that this community, that this school, that the alumni can really be proud of. And when they come and back those kids up, I think it just validates what we're trying to do. And we're going to need them, because this thing's going to get crazier and crazier. And as the season gets kind of rolling, it can get long at times. And, man, the pick me up from those guys out in right field can really help out.
And Valparaiso comes to town this weekend. What kind of challenge do they present?
Yeah, I mean, they split with Alabama State this weekend. They turned in 2 really good starts on Saturday. They played a doubleheader, and I think one guy punched 9, one guy punched 11, limited their freebies. And, you know, I think like anybody this time of year, it's just who plays the cleaner brand of baseball. I mean, honestly, we did some good things about Manhattan, but I think overall we just played a little cleaner baseball. Same thing the last 2 days, you know. There's been a couple errors thrown on their side that we've capitalized on, but we've been a little bit cleaner. And I think that's the biggest key this time of year, is the team that plays clear usually wins. And I think we like to talk about all the crazy stuff in baseball, but who throws the most strikes, who makes the routine plays, and who gets a timely hit. That's generally who wins at the end of the day. So, like I said, regardless if it's Valpo or who it is, we just got to keep getting better. And I want to just see us take that next step as a unit tomorrow.
And what do you want to see out of your team this weekend?
Yeah, I think just to continue to grow. You know, I said that early on, is I don't expect this team to be the same team in May and June as they are in February. If we are, then we haven't done our job at a very good level. And obviously you're down a guy like Riley Quick, you know, with Riley having season-ending surgery. So it's just an opportunity for the next guy to kind of step up. And I don't think you replace Riley in any way, shape, or form. But we're going to have somebody step up and try to fill his shoes a little bit right there. So I just want to see us continue to clean up the little things, a little bit more consistent with our at-bats. I think we're having, you know, half of our at-bats, I feel like we're turning in good ones. The other half, we're kind of throwing some away. And I want to see us continue to minimize that and just make it miserable to try to get through our lineup for 9 innings. And then we just got to continue to defend and pitch the ball well. When we do that, you give yourself a chance against anybody.